Hey, this is Mrs. Chen. In this video, I'm going to show you the new ways to add and subtract 3 digits number with and without regrouping. In 3rd grade, we do not use a standard algorithm yet until we go to 4th grade. Standard algorithm means stacking up numbers. For example, 268 plus 375. We don't do it this way. So I'm going to show you how our students will do it in the classroom without stacking up number. First, the most common way our students like to use is called the HTO chart or place value chart. They would draw the HTO chart like this. H stands for 100, T stands for 10, and O stands for ones. So first number is 268. We draw 2 blocks, 6 tens, and by now in 3rd grade, students should be very familiar with how to draw these base 10 blocks pictures. After we draw 268, then we draw the second number. Because it's an addition, we draw 2 pictures to combine them. 375. Now we're going to solve it. We always start with the ones place, and we count 10 ones together. We're going to group all 10 ones together, and we're going to regroup them and make it into a 10, so we don't have these anymore. That will leave us with 3 ones. Now the tens place, we're going to circle 10 of them also because we can make a 10. And we have 4 tens left. These tens here will become 100. And we have 600 left. So my final answer would be 643. That is one of the most basic and common ways our students like to use to solve addition problem. Erase this here. Another way students can use is to use a number line to solve this problem. And let me show you. We draw a number line and we start with one of the numbers. And I recommend students to start with the big number first, bigger number, which is 375. Then we need to add 268. We're going to break apart 268. Students are very good at doing expanded form by now. So 268 would become 200 plus 60 plus 8. Now we can add them one place value at a time. If I add 200 to it, that will become 575. Now 60 is a big number to add, so you can even break it apart even more. That's why this is called open number line. We don't need to write every single number. We can break it apart any way we want. One thing students need to know that they need to have a strong number sense in order to do that too. I'm going to add 30 first because I know 3 plus 7 is 10, so that would give me 605. And then I'll add the other 30. As long as these add up to a 60, that's what we're doing. 200 is here. So 605 plus 30 is 635. Now I can add my 8. Same thing for my 8. If I don't want to do my regrouping, I can add 5 first, which will make 640 because it's easy to do. And then I'll add my other 3 numbers as long as these add up to 8. So my final answer should be 643. So that's number line. Another way is called break apart. Here you go. All right. So break apart, we are going to add by place value. So the 2 and the 3 are in the hundreds place. So we do 200 plus 300 first, which equals to 500. Then we add the tens place. 6 tens plus 7 tens. That will be 130. Then 8 plus 5, because they're in the ones place, equals 13. Finally, we add these 3 numbers together. 500 plus 130 plus 13. These two together become 630. And 630 plus 13, the answer is 643. That's your final answer. So these are the ways to do addition. We also have a representation that we do a lot in class. In fact, in the whole year, we will do a lot. It's called strip diagram. Here's the question, 268 plus 375. 268 plus 375. So I told students that when we do strip diagram, it depends. It's also called part whole. If we're adding something, that means we need to find the bigger number. So the total is missing. We will fill out these two here. This is more for representation. It doesn't really help them add or subtract, but it helps them decide whether they're adding or subtracting. If they need a total, which is net, we're going to add numbers. If the numbers are side by side like this, then we're adding. However, let's say I have a subtraction problem. 375 minus, I'm going to make it a little, or I can use 268. If we are subtracting, then it will be a difference because 375 would be the biggest number in this number sentence. We cannot have an answer bigger than that. So 375 will be your whole, and 268 will be your part. This would be the question mark. When you have something in your total, had a total, had, that means we're going to subtract. So when the two numbers are side by side, we're adding. When one number is on top, one number is at the bottom, we're subtracting. Here are some strategies for subtraction. Let's say we're doing 427 minus 189. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to use 9. I want to use something that we can regroup. Oh yeah, 9 we can. Okay, so 9. Good. So first one, again, we're going to use an HTO chart. HTO, 100, tens, and ones. So because this is a subtraction, we only set up the biggest number, the total. 427. We need to take away from here, take away 189. So I look at my ones place first. Always start with ones place. I don't have enough. So I need to go next door and borrow, scratch it, make it smaller, bring the tens back to my place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We break this 10 apart and make it into 10 ones. Now I can take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That will leave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones. I have 110, but they want, let me see, they want 8 tens. I don't have enough, so go next door and borrow. Scratch it, make it smaller. Bring the tens back to my place. That's my little chant to help the students remember the steps. So the 100, we're going to decompose it into 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. We just decompose it, break it apart. Now I can take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That will leave us 3 tens. And finally, we're going to take away our 100. So my final answer would be 238. Again, we can use a number line to solve this problem. 427 minus 189. 427 minus 189. Because this is a subtraction, we're going to go backward. So the total would be the biggest number is 427. Again, we're going to break apart 189. That will become 100 plus 80 plus 9. So let me take away 100 first. That will become 327. Now we need to take away 80, but again, it's a big number to subtract, so I'm going to take away small chunks at a time. If I take away 20, it will become 307. Then I take away another 60, because together, this is 80. That will leave me 247. Now I can take away my 9. Again, I don't want to subtract a big number, so I take away 7 first, becomes 240. And 7 plus 2 is 9. These two together is the 9. So the answer, the final answer would be 230. Take away 2, so 38. So there you go. There's your answer. I hope this video helped you understand a little more about how we do addition and subtraction in class. Remember, we do not stack up number like this in class. Just not yet, not in 3rd grade. Thank you for watching.